Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. So for today, we're going to be making the delicious vegan turkey. There is something very specific that I need to get from Whole Foods to make this out of this world. Let's do it. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, here we go, guys. I'm so excited to shoot this video. You have no idea. So this is the way my dad used to make Thanksgiving turkey. Now, obviously, we're making it vegan, right? So what I did was I went ahead and I prepared my vegan meat, and that is just your basic, what is it called? The wash water method with the flour. So that's already done. I had that boiling in seasoned water for about an hour. I put it on a plate, I put it to the side. Let's go ahead and make our marinade. I already have my oil going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it heat up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add my yellow onions. So the yellow onions, I did 4 medium-sized yellow onions. What he used to do is grate it. When I first started doing this, I found that when I would grate it, there'd be like this much onion left because I couldn't get that close to the grater. So whatever, if you want to just finely chop it, that's fine too. But again, I'm gonna add my yellow onions. So 4 medium-sized yellow onions in there. I'm gonna toss that in. I'm gonna give that a good mix. Make sure that's doing its thing. All right, so while that's sauteing, all right, I wanted to show you really quick what I have in the aluminum foil tray. So these are the vegetables that my dad used to put in, and that is just carrots and celery. You could add whatever you want, but I'm going to use whatever he used. So I went ahead and I made a little hole here. That way, this is where the vegan meat is gonna go. So that's off to the side, that's already ready. All right, so to this, while this is doing its thing and it's getting golden, I'm gonna add my maji to this, and this is vegetable bouillon. So it does have a little palm oil in it. So if you wanna use something that doesn't, it's your show, it's your game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add this in, and I'm gonna mash it in the pan with a fork. All right, that's so that when you add the water to this, it kind of quickly goes ahead and disperse the flavors even faster. I think I'm gonna add one more. I'm gonna do 2 of them, and they come in little packs like this. So there's 2 in a pack, or they just have the maji powder. You could always do that also. So yeah, I'm gonna add the 2. Give this a smash also. All right, so now to this, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some black pepper, and I'm gonna eyeball it because that's just how I do. All right, to that I'm gonna add some cumin seeds. I couldn't find the powder. If you could find the powder, it's even better. But you know what? I'm just, whatever. It is what it is. So I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin seeds. Eyeball it. Always add a little, guys. And then once you taste it, if you feel like it needs more, add more. No big deal. All right, so this is, what is the, I know the word in Assyrian. What is it in cardamom? This is cardamom. So you're gonna add a little bit of cardamom to it. God, it smells great. This is what I add to my baklava, just so you know. If you haven't seen that video on how I make baklava, it's vegan baklava, guys. That, by the way, that is an awesome thing to make for Thanksgiving, is the baklava. And whatever you don't eat, you could always make extra and go ahead and freeze it, just so you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a little bit of the cardamom. to that. There's very little. And again, guys, remember, you could always taste it and add more as you go. All right, so we got that, we got that. I'm gonna add some cinnamon. Oh man, it smells so good. A little bit of cinnamon. And then we're gonna do a little bit of allspice, okay? It's so potent smelling, allspice. All right, I'm gonna leave these out just in case. Give it a good mix. All right, so far so great. It already smells, forget about it, guys. Forget about it. It already smells out of this world. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add my cooking sherry to this. My dad used to always put this in. Everything that I'm using, guys, that's exactly what my dad used to do, except for one thing, and I'm gonna tell you that in a second. So a little bit of the sherry cooking wine. Oh yeah, so good. So good. So far, so great, guys. I know I said it in the beginning of this video, but I'm really, really, really excited to make this vegan turkey with you guys because it's something that I grew up with, right? And you know, it just brings, oh man, I'm gonna start crying. Ooh. All right, stop being a girl, Diana. All right, so it just brings me back to childhood and all those Thanksgivings. With my dad. So anyways, all right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add the vegetable broth. Okay, this is something he didn't use because if you think about it, the turkey already released its own juices, so we're using vegan meat, right? So I'm gonna use the vegetable broth. All right, I'm gonna add the whole thing in here. Once you add the vegetable broth, guys, go ahead and raise the temperature even more. So this looks really, really good already. And yeah, second one, we're going in. That is doing its thing. It smells good already, guys. All right, you ready? So I mentioned before that the turkey, when he used to make it, it would release its own juices, its own flavors, right? So what he added to that was burgundy wine. I picked this up from Whole Foods, guys, and it is vegan. All right, because I think there was 2 that I found there that were vegan, and I went ahead with this one. So we're gonna add a little bit of this at a time. He used to use it's not vegan though. He used to use the Carlo Rossi burgundy wine, and he used to use like the whole thing. And like I said, because the turkey used to release its own juices, it would balance out. But we're gonna use a little of this against the vegetable broth. So let's go ahead and open this up and add that in. What do you guys plan on making for Thanksgiving? You guys going over someone's house, or you guys bringing anything? Making any sides? So for Thanksgiving, my favorite sides are mashed potatoes and stuffing. If I had to choose between the two, stuffing, hands down. Stuffing, sweet corn, oh sweet Jesus. So good, so good. So freaking good. I know a lot of people like I love mac and cheese. I mean, mac and cheese, by the way, I can't, I don't need to wait Thanksgiving to have that mac and cheese. I love my mac and cheese. Speaking of mac and cheese, I tasted this mac and cheese that was from, where was it from? Soul Vegan. It's a restaurant in Chicago. But what they do is they sell to Whole Foods. If you've never tried it, try it. I guarantee you like it. They're all pre-packed. They're all fresh. And whatchamacallit, they're over by the vegan refrigerator. So anyways, all right, got it smells like Thanksgiving already. Just smelling this. So good. All right, we're gonna add a little bit at a time, and then what we're gonna do is stop. And remember, you want to make sure that your heat is up all the way. Let it sit. Let it do its thing. Let it marry with the other ones, and then you're gonna know if you need to add a little bit more. So guys, it's preference. It's whatever you want. You could add more of black pepper if you want, more of the burgundy, more of the cinnamon. Just taste as you go, and then you're gonna know from there what you want to add extra of. But I'm gonna tell you, this combination, it's fire. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I bet on it. Want to bet on it? It's fire. All right, guys. So I went ahead and I tasted it. It was perfect. You could taste the burgundy in there. You taste all the other spices in there. We're good. We're set. We're good to go. So what I'm gonna do is, I already turned off the heat. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add all of this to the foil tray, okay? So guys, you don't have to make your vegan meat. You could always use Sweet Earth Mindful chicken. It's just fine if you do that. Now what I do is I just kind of make sure that I put the juice over the vegan meat every 5 minutes. This is about 30 minutes. I do this in total. And then what I end up doing is I pop it in the oven for a good 2 hours at 350 degrees. And that is it. I don't even cover it, guys. I just leave it as is. And after 2 hours, we have something absolutely amazing, guys. The entire house smelled phenomenal. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it out and just start cutting little slices and then soaking them into the marinade. It came out extremely juicy and just flavorful. You're gonna absolutely, hello sir, hello. And go ahead and plate, guys. And there you have it, your vegan Thanksgiving turkey, which by the way, you could make it all year round. You don't have to wait for Thanksgiving to enjoy this deliciousness. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. God bless. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.